Imagine a fight between the ultimate martial artist and a towering basketball legend, Bruce Lee versus Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This wasn't just any fight, it was a symbolic battle between speed, agility, and sheer size. But why does this iconic fight from Game of Death still captivate audiences today? Let's break it down. The Two Titans. Bruce Lee and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar were not just opponents in Game of Death. They represented two completely different worlds. Bruce Lee, standing at 5 feet 8 inches, was a master of speed, precision, and technique. Known globally for his martial arts skills, Bruce wasn't just about physical power. He was a philosopher, always focusing on the mind-body connection. His ability to move swiftly and strike with accuracy made him a force that went beyond his stature. On the other hand, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, famous for his dominance on the basketball court, stood at a towering 7 feet 2 inches. As Bruce's student, Kareem brought a unique blend of size and athleticism. His height and reach were unmatched, creating a fascinating contrast to Bruce's quick movements. While Kareem is most recognized for his career in the NBA, his role in Game of Death showcased how his size could be an advantage in combat. Yet despite the physical difference, this battle wasn't just about who was bigger or stronger. This scene stands as a reminder that martial arts isn't about raw power. It's about understanding how to use your strengths no matter your size. The fight between Bruce and Kareem was not just about skills, but about two different perspectives on what it means to be a fighter. The fight's symbolism. Beyond physical strength. Bruce Lee and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's fight was more than just a physical confrontation. It was a battle of philosophies. On the surface, it looked like a classic David versus Goliath scenario. Bruce Lee, known for his incredible speed and agility, was up against Kareem, whose towering height and size gave him a clear advantage. But the fight wasn't about brute force. It was about the art of adapting. Bruce Lee's philosophy in martial arts focused on fluidity and versatility. He believed that you should never be rigid, always adapting to the situation. His famous phrase, "be like water," reflects this approach perfectly. In the fight with Kareem, Bruce had to rely on his ability to move quickly, dodge attacks, and strike with precision. He wasn't trying to overpower Kareem, he was trying to outsmart him. On the other hand, Kareem represented pure physical strength. His size made it difficult for Bruce to get close. But even though Kareem had the upper hand in terms of power, Bruce's speed and technique showed that physical strength isn't always the deciding factor. The fight became a representation of how mind can conquer matter, and how adaptability and skill can overcome even the most intimidating opponents. This clash highlighted a key message. No matter how big the obstacle, with the right strategy and mindset, it can be overcome. Breaking down the fight. Technique versus power. At first glance, Bruce Lee and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar seem like total opposites. Bruce is fast, agile, and compact, while Kareem towers over him with incredible reach and strength. But this is exactly what makes their fight so interesting. It's not just about physical combat. It's about how technique can overcome power. Throughout the fight, you'll notice that Kareem uses his size to his advantage. His long legs and arms keep Bruce at a distance, and with one strong kick, he could knock Bruce back easily. This is power in its raw form. But Bruce doesn't rely on power. Instead, he uses his mind, focusing on strategy and precision. He dodges, moves swiftly, and targets weak spots that even Kareem's massive size can't protect. One key moment in the fight is when Bruce realizes that Kareem's height comes with a weakness, his solar plexus. Every time Kareem makes a big move, Bruce strikes at that vulnerable point. It shows how Bruce's technique isn't about overpowering his opponent, but outsmarting him. Bruce adapts, changing his approach based on Kareem's movements, staying fluid and reactive, while Kareem depends on brute force. In this way, the fight demonstrates the timeless martial arts lesson. Technique and strategy can overcome raw strength. It's not about how big or strong you are, but how well you can adapt and use your skills to turn the tide in your favor. Philosophical undertones. Martial arts as a mental game. At the core of Bruce Lee's fight with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar lies something more profound than just physical combat. It's a battle of philosophies. For Bruce, martial arts was always about more than just punches and kicks. He believed that martial arts was a way of life, a mental game where the true strength lies in adaptability and the mind. In this fight, Bruce is constantly on the move, reacting and adjusting to Kareem's towering size.